We have 50 tech deals on Amazon Prime. We have you covered. Welcome back to the channel. So what is today? Today is actually Amazon's Prime Big Deal Days, October 2024. Now, if you watch my channel, yesterday I did a whole bunch of sales, including a whole bunch of Apple sales from the I guess they call it the pre-day sale. Today's the actual day and tomorrow. So definitely, I'm going to go through 50 different tech deals that I found. I think they're really good deals. I'm going to have to go through them really quickly because there's 50 of them. So sit back and relax. If you love tech, if you love Apple, Samsung, LG, you name it, Sony, I got it all. Let's get into it. Okay, so the very first product here is the most confusing sale of the day. Take a look. This is the Samsung Viewfinity S9 5K computer monitor, $819. Take a look at this, almost 50% off, usually $1,600. This is a 5K monitor, should work good with the Mac and everything. The reason this is so confusing to me is look at the rating. It's only a 3.1. Now I've seen, videos on this. I've seen a whole bunch of information. I know there's some complications, but still, you can't get a 5K screen that cheap. $819. Anyways, I just wanted to showcase that sale because that's the lowest I've ever seen it. The next one here is really interesting too. So if you like monitors that are a little bit different, take a look at this. This is the LG Smart Monitor. It's called the 43SQ700S. Why is it the 43? Why is that number in there? It's actually 42.5 inches. Look at this. So it's actually got stereo speakers, AirPlay 2, screen share, Bluetooth. $396 for a 42.5 inch monitor. It's kind of like an it's one of those screens that you can do a whole bunch of stuff on, watch TV on, watch different like Hulu and stuff. But overall, this thing's pretty cool. It's 42.5 inches and it's made for a computer monitor, right? And right now it's 21% off, usually $500. That's a pretty good deal as well. Let's just keep moving though. Some of my favorite headphones of all are on sale right now. This is the Bose Quiet Comfort Bluetooth headphones, calling them blue because they're blue color. But look at this, 43% off right now. It's $199 only, usually $349. If you haven't tried these on a plane, they're one of the best headphones out there. I love them. I've used these for years, so definitely check these out. They come in a whole bunch of colors down here as well. You can see like purple and black, so if you don't like that blue, think even white. So overall, you can't go wrong with those. Those are some of the best headphones out there for the cost. All right, this next one I thought was super interesting. So if you like little mini computers, look at the specs on this one. Take a look. First of all, $299. First of all, it's an AOC. You know that name from monitors. It's called the AM16 Mini PC. It's got a Ryzen 7 5700. It's got 32 gigs of RAM, 512 gigabyte SSD. It's only $299, 40% off. Usually $500 right now. So if you like these little mini computers, they're really cool what you can do with them. Now, this probably won't be a great gaming machine because it doesn't have a great graphics card, but overall, you just cannot beat this for $299, 32 gigs of RAM. You get Windows on it as well, I believe. You just can't beat this at all. I'm not sure about the Windows, but I think you get it on here. Anyways, even if you didn't, it's one of the best deals right now, I think, on Amazon. All right, so now we have a couple different Apple products. Now, they don't have a ton of sales. In my last video, I had a couple other ones. They're not really giving some good sales right now, so who knows? But for right now, this is the best they have. Here's the M2. This is going to be the base model, 13-inch MacBook Air, down to $749, new from Apple. That's pretty good. Usually $999, 25% off, so you're saving $250. It is only the M2. Trust, obviously, you got to take that. I would probably get the M3. I think the M3 is at $850 or something. Well, actually, it's about $100 more, so you do save about $100 on the M2. So if you're not a power user, that might be the one for you. Here we go. This one's not a great sale either. Again, Apple doesn't have great sales right now, but at least it came back down for this model. This is going to be the M3, 15-inch M3 Air. You can see it in here, 15.3 inch. It's actually the upgraded 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigabyte SSD, $1,424. So I usually around $1,499 on sale. $1,424 is okay there. Again, we have the new ones coming out soon, so you're going to have to stay tuned for those to see what's coming. All right, the next one here. It's my second favorite headphones that I can, if you don't want to spend like a fortune, you don't want to spend $400 or $500. These are my second favorite pair. They're on sale too. Sony WH-CH720N noise canceling right here. Usually they're $150. They're $88 right now, 41% off. Obviously you can see the white color here. I believe it only comes in white in this one specific model, but still, it's got a microphone and Alexa built in. I don't care about that. They sound great. For $88, it's one of the best pickups you can get for a headphone. So anyways, I just wanted to showcase that one because those are the two pairs that I use, and I love both of those. We're back to Apple a little bit here. So this is a little bit of a sale, not much at all. This isn't even on Prime Day, but I just wanted to throw this in. The Apple iPad Pro 11-inch, the M4 11-inch right now, it's 10% off. So they're giving you $100 off. Now that just came out. Obviously, it's the M4 chip in there, the 11-inch. So for all it's worth, even though it's not a Prime sale, I think it's better than most of their other sales, I guess, that Apple's doing right now. All right, here's a monitor. Give me 1 second. Sitting right here. I'm going to hold this thing up. You can just to prove that I have it right here. Anyways, I'm going to put that back down. Take a look over here. Here's the KYY triple laptop screen extender. I actually did a whole video on this. It's pretty incredible for what you get. You get 2 extra screens. It does not attach to your actual monitor. It just, your monitor or your laptop just sits up against it, so it doesn't screw up the back of your monitor. It's only $199 right now, 57% off. It said $459. It's usually not $459. But that's still a great deal. It's going to give you 2 1080p extended screens. They work really well with Macs, and I'm assuming Windows PCs as well. But I tested that out in a video, and I love this. For $199, you get 2 extra screens. I mean, obviously, it's a little bit heavier and stuff if you want to travel with it, but it's good for home use for sure. All right, here's a couple monitors, or at least one here. Here's the Dell S3221QS 32-inch curved display. So this is a 4K screen. If you like curved screens, 3840 by 2160. This is 35% off right now. It's usually $359. It's $234 right here. And I mean, again, this is just going to be a standard Dell system. So these will work with Macs and PCs if you can, obviously if you like 4K. And when I say PCs, Windows PCs. But it's basically a big deal here, Amazon choice. So a lot of people buy this. Really good reviews on it. No problem with Dell. They make really good monitors for sure. All right, let's keep going here. My favorite monitor company, BenQ, they got a sale here. This is the BenQ PD27, I guess PD275Q. These numbers are crazy, right? But it's a Mac-ready monitor. Like BenQ always works really well with Macs, just by the way. 27-inch. This is a 1440p, so that's actually a good sweet spot for Macs as well. And it's down to $284, almost 30% off. It's usually around $400. That's a pretty good Prime deal there on a great BenQ monitor. All right, so now if you're interested in getting a phone and you want a kind of a different phone that's out there, look what's on sale here. This is the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 AI. They call it the AI cell phone. It's $849 right now. It's on the Prime deal. It's basically usually about $1,100. Now it's down to $850. So you get a good savings here. Now you're going to have to like this kind of design. You're going to have to like this kind of a phone. But I mean, obviously you don't see these sales too much. Samsung's got a ton of good sales going on right now. A lot of their stuff, including my other video I showed, their flagship phone is on super sale too. So check that out if you're looking for a flip phone. All right. I had this in my video yesterday, but I'm putting it in again because it went down just a couple bucks. But it's the Apple AirPods Pro 2 wireless earbuds here. So it's the newest version, $168, 32% off, usually $249. And again, it's a couple bucks. I think it was like $175 yesterday or $178. Now it's actually less cost than the AirPods 4. So, and it's the Pro model. So that's kind of scratching your head. At least a higher end version of the 4, but you get the idea. So here it is, $168. That's the best price I've seen it so far. I think that's the best Apple sale so far. All right. Here's some other headphones. I've actually tested these as well. These are quality headphones if you know the name. This is actually Soundcore by Anchorspace. It's called the Q45. Adaptive active noise canceling headphones, $89 too. They're usually $150, 40% off. So again, a really good deal on headphones there if you want to pick up a pair. Okay, this next one's actually a really good price on a monitor that might work good with your, again, Windows or Mac. It's actually the LG UltraGear QHD 27-inch gaming monitor. It's a gaming monitor. It's 144 hertz, which is good, black, but it's $180 right now, down from $299. So obviously it depends, what ecosystem you're in. But even on the Mac, like I said, it's going to be 1440p, which works really well with Macs. But for gaming, it's also a good resolution as well, especially with the 144 hertz. So that's on sale as well. Let's just keep moving here. We're just going to fire through all these 50 different sales. Hopefully, all the links will be in the description as well if you want to check any of these products out. Here's the next one I thought was good. This is the Asus VivaBook 16-inch. This is going to be it comes with an i5 1235U, which is actually good. 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigabyte SSD. Good specs. Only $399 right now, usually $549. So you're saving, $150, 27% off. And if you take a look at this, I don't know if I can show you some pictures of it. It's actually, I believe, full aluminum construction. You can't see here, but I'll put some pictures up as I'm talking. But it's full aluminum construction. At least that's what it's saying. So really a cool computer there for the cost if you want like a really inexpensive, under $400 computer. All right. The next thing here is at least one hard drive. So if you want a lot of storage, but it's not the fastest, just for backups and stuff, these are known to be really good. SanDisk Professional, it's basically the 5 terabyte G drive. It's got the armor on it as well. $139 right now for 5 terabytes, usually about $190. So I figured that's good if you do like YouTube and stuff and you need just like long-term backup. That's actually a really good drive for that. All right, now this next one's actually an SSD that I've used quite a bit in my life. A lot of people don't know the name of it, but I've never had a problem. It's got really high ratings. Look at this. This is the EN600 Pro. I don't even know how to say it. I can't even. I'm not even gonna try that. I have no idea how to even say it. $29 right now. It's basically 512 gigabyte SSD up to about 3,200 megabytes per second. So it's an NVMe M.2 drive. Less than $30 for a 500 gig drive. That you can't beat that. Look at the reviews too. 4.6 out of 5. Over 2,000 people, around 2,000 people bought it for $30. That's a great deal. All right. We got an all-in-one computer now. I think this is a good deal. You tell me if this is or not. This is the Asus M3702 all-in-one. So what is it? It's an AMD Ryzen 5 7520U, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, Windows 11, Kensington lock, and basically 25% off. So it's $639 right now, all-in-one computer. It's usually $849. So you save over $200 there. Really good deal there for an all-in-one. Again, I'm not a huge fan of all-in-ones except for the iMac that I use, obviously. Other ones I don't buy that much because I don't use that many PCs or Windows PCs. But if you do, that might be a good one. All right, this next one I think is one of the better deals out there as well of the day. Here's the AMD Ryzen 9 5900X. Ryzen 9, mind you, it's usually, let me just see here, usually $569, now it's $220, 61% off on the CPU. So if you're building a PC, this is one of the best deals. I think this could be one of the best deals on all of Amazon Prime right now, the Ryzen 9. All right. If you're still building that Windows PC, here's you need a power supply, right? Here we go. It's the EVGA 650. This is going to be a 80 plus gold, 650 watt, $69, 50% off right now. Usually $139. So that's a really good deal on a kind of a part there. And then if you need a hard drive or an M.2 drive, NVMe drive for that, here we go. Crucial. This is going to be the 2024 2 terabyte drive right now. But this is the reason I want to highlight this. This is Gen 5. Look at right there, Gen 5. That means up to 14,500 megabytes per second. $239 right now, 40% off. Usually $399. So overall, you're going to need Gen 5. You need a Gen 5 motherboard. You need a Gen 5 enclosure. Otherwise, you're not going to even see those speeds. But if you do, almost 15,000 megabytes per second, if you can believe that. Expensive, though, for 2 terabytes, but you get the idea. It's coming down. All right, the next one is a really good gaming laptop. If you game anywhere and you want a laptop, I think this is a good deal. Asus TUF Gaming A15. It's from 2013, but still, 144 hertz. Look at this thing. It's got an RTX 4060 AMD Ryzen 7 7735HS, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, Windows 11, under $1,000, usually around $1,400. Now it's $994, almost 30% off. I think that's a great deal as well. Okay, so if you're not in the Apple ecosystem, you like other watches, here's a good deal, especially if you're a runner. Here we go, Garmin Forerunner 255, $219. Look at that, usually $400, so that's a huge sale, 45% off. You can't beat that deal. So if you're into Garmin and that kind of ecosystem, I mean, let's just pick that up today. All right. Now, I actually have, not right here, but sitting right over here, I have this exact mouse. It's a really good mouse if you're just like a really basic person, you don't like anything fancy. This is the Logitech Signature M550. It's basically a Bluetooth right here, right? Bluetooth. $19 right now, 33% off on Logitech, usually $30. Again, it's not a huge savings, but they don't usually go on sale that good. So if you want to pick up a really inexpensive mouse, there you go. All right, the next one actually, let me actually close this here. The next one, a lot of people don't know this name, but they actually put parts into Apple computers. It's a really high quality SSD company. Here's SK Hynix. It's Beetle X31. It's a 1 terabyte portable SSD. That's down to $64. You can see here 31% off. This is just like this little Beetle. It's a really tiny SSD, and it'll get up to like that 1,100 or 1,000 megabytes per second. It says 1050. You get the idea, but it comes from a very good company, trust me. And if you're looking for storage, a really small one for a terabyte fast, this is the one. All right. Here goes another great deal. This is going to be the LG Gram Pro 2-in-1, 16-inch lightweight and versatile. So it's an Intel Core Ultra 7, 16 gigs, 1 terabyte, $1,099, 28% off on the Gram. I thought that was a good deal. I looked at the chip down here, and the chip is some, it says it's this Ultra Core 7 155H. And I was like, well, what does that mean? Is this maybe not a good CPU? It definitely is. Take a look up here. I went to the benchmarks over here. If you look in here, look at this. Look at these benchmarks here. They're very, very actually really good for single thread and multi-thread. It's a very, very fast CPU. So overall, I think that's a great deal for just over $1,000 on that computer. All right. I'm losing my steam here. We got about 20 more. So let's just keep moving. The next one here is a Samsung 990 EVO. It's a 2 terabyte SSD. We haven't seen a lot of sales on these lately. It's down to $129. They're claiming 46% off, usually $239, which I don't think it was usually $239. But $129 is a good price for this, up to $5,000 on a Samsung M.2 NVMe drive. You can't beat that. Okay, so the next one's actually my favorite drive of all time. I talk about it on my channel all the time. I do all my testing on it. This actually came down. This is the Western Digital Black, basically. It's called the SN770. I always talk about this. 1 terabyte drive, 550 megabytes per second. It's down to $63.99, 42% off. The reason I always keep talking about this is because it's just a workhorse. It's never failed me. $63 is a pretty fair price on that. I would pick one up. Okay, so now we know all these hurricanes are happening all around the world and all this kind of stuff in Florida and stuff. You always want that extra power, like a power system that you can actually power things in case there's power outage, right? Here we go. The Jackery Explorer 1000. This is actually on super sale as well. 43% off right now. Usually $799. Now it's $459 right now. I mean, you can't beat that. It says, what is it, 1,070 watt hours. I mean, it's from 2024 to one of their newest systems in here. Obviously, you have plugs on it. You have USB ports, so you can plug in things, for short periods of time. If your power's out, you can't go wrong with this. And there's another one coming up here. This one, next one here is by Anker. Very similar type of thing. It's the Anker Solex. It's the C1000 portable power station. This is up to 1,800 watts, peak up to 2,400 watts. And you can always attach like solar panels to these for extra money, but still, this is 52% off right now. $999 usually, $479 right now. And again, it comes with all those plugs, a whole bunch of different USB ports and stuff. So definitely think about this if you're kind of in one of those zones, because these things can be lifesavers for sure. All right. The next thing is I actually own a Pixel phone, so I'm kind of interested in this, but it's I think the earlier version right here. But look at this. This is the Google Pixel 8 Pro unlocked Android phone. 41% off. It's $592 right now, usually $999, new from Google, so you can't beat that. I mean, obviously, it's the Pro version of it. Going to have a great camera on there. The next thing is going to be maybe not the best deal, maybe not even a good deal to think about it. Here's the Apple iPad Mini 6th Gen. The new Mini's coming out soon, so this is a risk, obviously. Plus, this does not have Apple Intelligence. But if you love it, it's only $349. It's 30% off right now, usually $499. That's one of the lowest prices I've seen on this. So it might be just a good pickup if you want an extra one. That's not bad. And then if you do have one or you have an iPad like I do and stuff, and you want a couple cool stands, I thought this was one of the best things here. This is a rotating, 360 rotating stand with full aluminum. It's by Lysen. It basically holds 12.9 to 4.7 inches, so all these different devices. It's 57% off, $949 right now. And if you look at these pictures, it's full aluminum. You can basically prop up your lap or your iPad next to you. It does full rotation 360, which is really cool. Less than $10 for an aluminum stand for your iPad. Come on now, that's a great price. And then I thought this was a cool idea too. Take a look at this. This is the tablet floor stand. So obviously you get the idea here. This is $34, 32% off, usually around $50. This is great, like if you're at working, or if you're like doing a video like I am and you want to like read a teleprompter, or maybe you're like in an office somewhere, or you want to watch it like from your bed. They show some pictures as you scroll down here of like people having it in different locations down here next to their bed and everything. Long story short, I think it's really good pickup for the money. I mean, it's something you don't think about until you actually see it. All right, we're going to keep moving. I do a lot of hard drive stuff here, and this is one that Lexar, I keep saying it wrong, is one of the better. I mean, I love the brand actually, and this is a good deal here. So it's the Lexar 4 terabyte SL500 portable SSD. Again, you're going to get those same kind of 1,000 megabyte per second transfers. $264 for 4 terabytes, 33% off, usually around $400. You can see it right here. So this is obviously a good device for backing everything up with fairly fast storage on a Mac or a Windows PC. You can't beat that one. All right. The next one's another backup device. This is the Samsung T7 Shield, 4 terabytes as well. It's $249. So obviously Samsung makes some of the best drives. You know that. 50% off they're claiming. I don't think it was 50% off, but they're claiming it was $499. Now it's $249. I don't think that's really true, but for all it's worth, you get the idea. It's on sale now. All right, another pair of headphones. I just wanted to kind of show people these. This is actually a good brand as well. It's called Steel Series. Here it is, a Steel Series Arctis. It's a 7P Plus, and it's $99, 33% off, usually $150. And this thing's got like a pull-out microphone and everything else built into it. It's hard to see. There it is right there. You can pull it out from the bottom of it. So if you do like gaming and stuff, these are really well known for gaming enthusiasts because like they love using these because of the microphone, the good sound. So $99 is a really good deal there. All right, so now we have the Amazon Eero mesh Wi-Fi system. So if you're into like mesh systems, getting full coverage of Wi-Fi, take a look at this deal right now. It's the Prime deal. What does it say? It's $69 right now. You get a 2-pack of this Wesh, this Wesh Wi-Fi. So it's basically $150 usually, $70 right now. You save $74, so it's roughly half off on this deal. So I think that's 52% off actually. That's actually a really good deal there as well. All right. Now we have another all-in-one as I lose my voice. This is the HP 27-inch all-in-one. It's got an i7 1355U, 12 gigs of RAM, 512 gigabyte SSD, Windows 11, 769, 30% down, so it's usually around $1,100. Not bad. I mean, if you want like a home computer for people, you're in the Windows environment, you just can't go wrong with this. I mean, obviously, I think the screen's 1080p, but still, you get the screen in there as well, and you can't go wrong with that. Okay. So now if you're actually, you're somebody that likes really fast Wi-Fi, here's the TP-Link Tri-Band. It's the BE 19,000 Wi-Fi 7 router. So the big difference here is going to be Wi-Fi 7 right there. It's based off the Archer BE 800 for all it's worth. And you can see here on the back of it, let me just see if I can get in here and show you. It's got a whole bunch of different ports in here you can actually connect to as well, but it's really the Wi-Fi 7. If you're into that kind of stuff, if you're like looking for really fast Wi-Fi, you might want to pick this up. This is right now 42% off. It's usually $600. It's down to $349, so that's a good deal as well. Okay, now we have a few TVs, and I always try to find the best TV deals on Amazon, so let's see what we found today. Insignia, it's just kind of a burner TV, 50-inch, not bad, 4K, $189. So basically you can pick up now a 4K 50-inch TV for your basement, for your kids' room, $189. Think about that right now. So obviously it has Alexa voice. So I'm guessing it has, it's a smart Fire TV, so it's got the Alexa built into it. You can't beat that at all. I mean, that's pretty amazing. And then the next thing, we've all heard of this one. This is going to be the Samsung. This is kind of the frame TV. You've heard the one that you put on the wall and you put pictures on it. It looks like it's a frame. Here it is right now. It's on super sale, 55-inch. TV right here with a teak response, or you can put teak around it, I guess that's what it is, the frame of it. So it looks like it's down to $997. What does it say it usually is? It says it's usually $1645. So that's over 600. What is that? $650 you're saving roughly right there on that. It's a 55-inch. So the 55-inch is actually quite a bit more usually. They sell a couple smaller versions. All right, so the next TV, yesterday I did a whole bunch of OLEDs. Now we got our first QLED here, and then I think we have an OLED coming up. This is the Samsung 75-inch Neo QLED 4K. So it's more of a more premium monitor, TV, obviously. So it's $1,488 right now, but 50% off. This is usually almost $3,000. So you can save this on the Samsung TV. 4.4 out of 5 rating. I mean, this is one of the high-end TVs. It's going to be like basically OLED, and it's only $1,488, down from about $3,000. That's a really good deal there. And it's also 75 inches, so it's going to be giant. Think about that for a second. 75-inch TV at that rate and for that cost. That's amazing, actually. All right, the next one is, I like Sony. If you want a really big TV, let's talk 85 inches, right? And you want it to be Sony. Here's the Sony 85-inch 4K Ultra HD TV. LEDs, basically smart TV. Google's built inside of it. $998, so it's 33% off. Usually around $1,500. $998 right now, so you're getting like roughly $500 off that TV. That's a good deal. 85-inch, mind you. All right, the next one is going to be another Sony. This is a 65-inch, but here's your true OLED right here, 4K. So it's 65-inch, a little bit smaller. Usually $2,500, now $1,698, 32% off on that. And again, pure OLED. So if you're into that kind of stuff, these are some of the better TVs that they have out there, and you can't go wrong with this one. All right. If you get a TV, though, you need some good sound, right? And this is one of the better ones I've tested. This is the Polk Audio Signa S4. It's actually a good soundbar and subwoofer. 38% off right now. It's usually $400 down to $246, so definitely think about picking that up. And then if you want good computer speakers, good monitors for your computers like Macs or your Windows PCs and stuff, The Edifer makes great speakers. I've talked about them many times in the past. This is the Edifer R1280DB. Long, huge mouthful. $99 though, usually $150, but they're down to $99. And you can see the design there. They believe they come in white as well, so definitely you can check if you don't like that kind of wood. But I mean, they're really, really good sounding speakers for monitor speakers. If you don't want to spend like $300 or $400, it's a good deal there. Okay. Sitting right here, I actually have this thing right here. This is actually going to be a good alternative if you don't want to spend a fortune on a keyboard for an iPad. So here it is, the ESR iPad Air 11. So this is for the Air 11, the M2 version, so 2024, keyboard and case, $79. Usually $124. $79 is 36% off. And these things are really good. I mean, they're not going to be as good as the Apple ones, I'll give you that much. But, you know, I can type on this. I can get a lot of work done. No problem whatsoever. ESR makes really good kind of, you know, alternative keyboards for a lower cost is what I want to say there. Pretty good though. All right, then we got another MacBook here. Maybe just got a couple more here. Not a good sale again, but this is the 15-inch M3, basically the base model, right? 8 gigs, 256. It's down 20%, not bad. Down from $12.99 down to $10.44. Usually that's around $10.99, so you get an extra $50 off there. Obviously, we know that the M4s are coming out. You're gonna have to take that with a grain of salt and see what you want to do there. But those won't be on sale right away. All right, and then we're going to wrap up this video here. This is going to be, I thought, a good deal. This is the Blink Outdoor 4 camera. It's a wireless smart security camera. I like it because you can put it outside. It's wireless. It has its own built-in battery. And they're usually around $100 a piece. They're $39.99 right now, 60% off. Amazon Choice, 25,000 people bought this. So I think that's a really solid deal if you're looking for security cameras that you can put around the house or outside. And overall, ratings are good on it, and it comes from a pretty good company for sure. All right, we're going to wrap this up. These videos just go quick. I know they're kind of, my other videos are a little bit more polished. These things I have to put together at, the split second because everything comes out and everyone wants to see the deals. So bear with me a little bit, but subscribe to my channel. I do Apple stuff. I do a whole bunch of reviews of really, one-on-one products and stuff. I talk about Apple products. I do hard drives and laptops and you name it. So just subscribe if you can, help out the channel. Links will be in the description and we'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.